From the Detroit Free Press, it's Friday, July 16th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
I'm Susan Tompor, and I'm a columnist at the Detroit Free Press. Confusing letters from the Internal Revenue Service are proving to be as unsettling as waiting for months on end for a tax refund. 1 week in July, an Ohio taxpayer who was expecting a tax refund received what's called a CP-14 notice. That's the first step in the IRS trying to collect on an unpaid tax bill. And then, just a week after that, he received the tax refund. One trouble spot appears to be people who file early returns and would have owed the IRS money for their taxable unemployment benefits under the old rules. But the rules changed, and they no longer owed the money. So they didn't send in a payment by the due date of May 17th. But now automated systems are sending out those letters. What should you do? It is possible the problem will fix itself, as the IRS is still working on sending refunds to those who filed early and were unemployed last year. But you also may need to call the IRS, and perhaps more than a few times to get through, to see what the agency suggests that you do in your own situation. One tax professional told me that those who receive the letters and are due a refund should send the IRS a letter, and the letter should indicate that the taxpayer is waiting for the IRS to reprocess their tax return to exclude unemployment benefits that will result in a refund. The tax professional said it also might require a call to the IRS to put a hold on further collection activity.
Hello, I'm Detroit Free Press staff writer Bill Leitner with a story on how 2 portable toilets ended up right next to the Royal Oak War Memorial. That raised a stink with some military veterans. They were already upset because the city had moved the memorial. The portable johns got placed next to that granite marker in downtown Royal Oak when a construction crew, after demolishing the old city hall, stuck them there. That prompted veterans to say the city was disrespectful. By Tuesday afternoon, the city manager got those portables moved, hundreds of feet away. Still, that won't satisfy these vets. They want the memorial moved back to where it used to be. They've gotten a judge to let them put that question to city voters in November. To learn why veterans and their supporters have gotten so political in Royal Oak, see my story on www.freep.com.
This is Brian McCollum, music writer with the Detroit Free Press. Arts Beats and Eats, a longtime fixture on the September calendar, has confirmed it's headed back to Royal Oak 1 year after canceling amid the pandemic. Attendees can expect the regular attractions, including 200-plus music acts, dozens of area restaurants and food trucks, family entertainment, and a juried art show. But there's one big new twist this year. For the first time in Arts Beats and Eats history, patrons will buy food and drinks with cash and credit as they go. The festival is ditching its longtime voucher system, which required fans to buy tickets that were then used for purchases. The ticket system was a longtime thorn in the side for many attendees, who said they disliked the additional lines, the confusing math, and the unredeemed tickets they were stuck with. Arts Beats and Eats is the biggest Labor Day weekend festival in the state of Michigan. It began in Pontiac in 1998 and moved to Royal Oak in 2010, where it happened annually until last year. This year's music and food lineup will be announced August 4th. The festival team says it will include an opening night headliner that will be the biggest act in the festival's history and consequently involve the highest booking fee Arts Beats and Eats has ever paid. That's part of the reason the event is seeking to make up a $250,000 budget shortfall ahead of September. Arts Beats and Eats will run September 3rd through 6th in Royal Oak. Full admission pricing is still to be announced.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.